Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Trinity and today I'm going to show you guys how to do knotless braids. If you hear a baby in the back, it's my brother, so it's totally fine. If you hear dogs in the back, it's my very irritating Yorkie poo who is getting on my nerves. So I did knotless braids for the first time on myself back in May, and I actually did a really good job for someone who had never done them on anyone, including themselves, for the first time ever. So now that I feel comfortable doing them and I feel like I kind of know what works for me, I'm comfortable doing a video showing you guys how to do it yourself. I personally like to split it into 3 days. You don't have to do that, but that's what I do because I don't like to stress myself out doing too much in one day. The first day is just washing my hair and blowing it out. The second day is parting my hair and doing the braids, and the last day is just finishing up the braids. Yesterday was day one, so all I did was wash my hair and blow it out. I didn't really feel the need to film it because I felt like I've washed my hair 1,000 times on this channel. So I could just kind of do a recap and show you what products that I use and why I use them. And today is day 2. So I'm going to part my hair after and I'm going to start the braids. First things first, I shampooed my hair 2 times yesterday. Every time that I do a long-term protective style, meaning anything more than 2 weeks, I shampoo my hair twice before installing it. I use the Hennessy Sweet Honey shampoo bar. It's really moisturizing and it's very cleansing at the same time, which I like. And I use the Miel Organics Mungongo Oil Exfoliating Shampoo. So I used both of those yesterday back to back in the shower. And then after, I followed up with one of my favorite deep conditioners, which is a Shea Moisture High Porosity Moisture and Replenish Mask. I don't have high porosity hair, but I love this mask. For some reason, it works very well on my low porosity hair. I don't question it, I just keep using it. I sat with this in my hair for about an hour and 15 minutes yesterday, and about 30 of those minutes were under a hooded dryer with a shower cap on my hair. And then when I got back in the shower to rinse out my mask, I applied my leave-in conditioner, which was my Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner from Shea Moisture. I just put this in my hair and then I put about maybe 8 or 10 twists in my hair. And then I went on to blow drying, and I would kind of do one twist at a time. So I would unravel a twist, I'd apply my heat protectant, a serum, and then blow dry. The heat protectant was the Miel Organics Mungongo Thermal and Heat Protectant Spray, and the serum was the John Frieda Frizz Easy Extra Strength Serum. I like both of these. This is a really good heat protectant, and the serum is really good with preventing like extreme frizz. I expect some type of frizz because I'm black and I'm blowing out my hair, and how my hair is not going to be silky just from blow drying it. So I like to use some type of serum to at least kind of help minimize that if it can, and I find that it does a pretty good job at doing so. That's all that my wash day and blow drying consisted of yesterday. I shampooed twice, I deep conditioned, rinsed it out, applied my leave-in conditioner, and put my hair in like 8 to 10 twists. And then I went through each twist, unraveled them, and applied my heat protectant and my serum, and called it a day. So that was day 1. And today I'm gonna go part my hair, and then I'm gonna show you how to do a knotless braid because I'm gonna start braiding today as well. Now, I'm not going to go into depth about how I part my hair. I will say it the best way that I can, but I'm not gonna show it only because I be struggling something serious. Like, it takes me like 2 hours. Hopefully today it doesn't take me that long, but it might, and I'm prepared for that because I have a lot of hair and I can't really see the back of my head, and it's just a lot, you know. I'll show myself struggling, but I have too much pride to show myself struggling to that extent. I will, however, link some other parting videos and some parting TikToks that I've seen that have helped me out and given me some type of direction, but it takes me such a long time that I'm not even gonna make you suffer with me during this process. But I will come back and show you what my hair looks like when I'm done parting it. Okay, I'm back. That took me 2 hours. So first things first, if you have somebody to help you, just have that person help you, because there's no point in struggling the way that I struggle if you have somebody to help you. If you're gonna do this yourself, give yourself enough time to plan, because it's not easy. This is a one-man show. Like, I'm the beautician and I'm the client, and I can't see the back of my head, and I only have 2 mirrors. and 2 hands. And like, it's a lot. The point is, get some help if you can. If not, prepare for it for time's sake. Don't think it's gonna be super quick, because it's probably not. To explain how my hair is parted, to simply put it, I feel like it's kind of hard for me to explain, and I don't know why, but I make a part above my ears, like right here. Well, I try to at least, and then I go all the way back, and I did 3 rows from basically my ear and below, and then there are 4 rows right here that connect, and at the very top of my head there are 4 rows right here. That's like a U part. Everything else is full rows at the back. I just do it in sections, and what I do is whenever I make a part and I'm like, okay, that's a crisp little part to a row that's gonna connect all the way around, I will clip it with a rubber band and then twist it down, and then I will just keep making it connect all the way across. I will put all this up and just have my hair loose right here, and then I will make 3 small parts, and then I will let this other side down and I will connect it across, if that makes sense. All of these rows connect across my head. They all go over here and they all connect to these. I hope you can see it whenever I show you the back of my head, but I can't see the back of my head. And if I turn my head and look that way and you're looking at the back of my head, I don't know if you can really see what I'm trying to show you, because I can't see because I'm faced over there. So I hope it makes sense. Like I said, I'm gonna link some TikToks and some YouTube videos to help you out, because I'm just not that girl when it comes to explaining how to part your hair. I just can't, okay? So it takes me a while. It took me 2 hours, and I'm gonna be here at the house chilling for the rest of the day braiding my hair. So at this point, I'm gonna take a break and shower and eat so I can have some food in my system, and then I can start braiding. Okay, we need to talk. I just gotta get a couple disclaimers off, okay? One, I think I lost some footage. I'm kind of confused because my camera died the other night, like right when I started braiding my hair, and I'm not sure if I have that video or not. I can't find it, so if I still have the footage, it's gonna be in this video. But if it just skipped from me having my hair like parted to all of a sudden now, it's because I lost the footage. So luckily I caught it before I finished my whole head, but I have 3 left, so I'm going to show you these 3. Whether I still have the footage or not, I'm just going to show you these 3. 2, the back of my head is not perfect for a couple of reasons. 1, I'm not a beautician, and 2, I'm not an owl. I cannot see the back of my head. It's hard. It is so hard trying to get the back of your head, like trying to part it and get it crisp. Girl, anybody got time? Like, to a certain degree, you want it to be neat. You don't want it to look crazy. But if it's not perfect, trust me when I say you are not gonna be tripping. At least I'm not. I don't care. It does not have to be super duper crisp. I extend myself a lot of grace when it comes to the back of my head, especially with these type of braids. And this is a time-consuming hairstyle. So if it's not super duper perfect and crisp, I don't care. I'm not losing no sleep over it. So the parts are the same that I showed you. This is like a little, you could tell that I'm braiding my own hair because some of these braids are going towards the front and these braids are going towards the front. So it kind of creates a little part. I don't really care, if I'm being honest with you. I just don't care. My parts are basically the same as they were whenever I showed that footage of what the back of my head looked like after I parted it. The only difference is that one of the parts at the very top, it was just too big, like it was too wide, so I ended up splitting one of those rows at the top into 2. But everything else, like I'll go like this, everything else is pretty much the same. So I'm going to show you how to do a knotless braid. I'm going to show you 3 different braids. So I'm going to show you 3 different times. First things first, you're going to want to part your hair. Try to get it as neat as possible. You're going to split your weave into little feeding pieces so that you could feed it into the braid. What I have been doing is doing about 6 feeding pieces. And so I'm going to grab 6 pieces of hair, little tiny pieces. You don't want them to be too big because then it'll be obvious where it feeds into your hair and you want it to blend in. So I'm going to set aside, I have this chair next to me and I just put my little feeding pieces on the back of the chair. I'm going to do 12 right now just to prep for 2 braids, so I don't have to do it for every single braid. Now I'm going to grab this first braid, right? I'm going to smooth it down with some Shine and Jam. I want to smooth it at the root and then down the length of my hair. I'm gonna put my glasses on just to make sure I don't get too much of my edges into this because I want to leave some of them out. You're gonna split your section of hair into 3. I'm going to kind of make them stiff with the Shine and Jam. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab your 3 strands. I braid under, so I do 1, 2, and then I twist these and I hold it. And you'll see that I have my ring finger, my middle finger, and my index finger stacked. And in between those, I have my hair, those 3 strands. I'm gonna take 1 piece of the feed-in hair and I'm gonna hook it onto my middle finger. So I'm gonna go like this and place it right there. And from there, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and braid. And I'm gonna stop and stack my fingers again, grab another feeding piece, and I'm gonna hook it onto that middle finger. You're hooking it right here. And so that way that this top strand blends with this top strand, and this blends with this. And then you're going to braid 1, 2, 3, stop and stack your fingers again. Grab another feeding piece. You're gonna hook it onto your middle finger. 1, 2, 3. That's my dog barking, I'm sorry. Then you're gonna grab that feed-in piece. 1, 2, 3. Stack, feed-in piece. Hook it onto that middle finger. 1, 2, 3. Stack your fingers, and this last feeding piece for this braid. Hook it onto your middle finger. 1, 2, 3. And then you just keep braiding all the way down. What I like to do is add a little Shine and Jam because my hair, my natural hair, will poke out of the braid. So I just kind of smooth it on to help my natural hair blend with the weave. And I just braid down, and as I braid down I detangle because the weave is so long that it gets kind of tangled easily, especially with braiding. And you don't want to pull, you don't want to put too much tension on your scalp and the roots of your hair. And once you see where your hair is, so you should be able to see the texture of your hair against the weave. My natural hair is brown and the texture of it is different, so up close I can see my hair up against the weave. Once your hair is getting towards the ends, you really want to make sure that it has kind of a lot of product in it to slick it down because the ends will poke out the worst. So once you start to feel like you're ready to stop braiding, you're going to, at the end you should have your 3 strands of hair. You're just going to take 1 strand, wrap it around, and basically tie a knot. I find the easiest way to do it is to hold the hair like this, and I wrap it around my thumb. I loosen it a little so that I could tuck this strand through, and then I pull it and I slowly take my finger out. And then I have this little tie at the bottom, and that keeps the braid from unraveling. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to add some Shine and Jam to my root. And you're going to split it into 3 sections. You're going to braid under. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to stack your fingers. Grab your feed-in piece. And you're going to hook it onto your middle finger. And then braid 1, 2, 3. I kind of detangle as I go to keep the hair from getting matted. I'm gonna grab another piece, hook it onto the middle finger, and 1, 2, 3, stack my fingers and detangle. Grab another feed in piece, hook it onto my middle finger, 1, 2, 3, stack my fingers. When I say 1, 2, 3, I'm just doing the braiding movements. Grabbing my feed in piece, hooking it onto my middle finger, 1, 2, 3, stack my fingers and detangle. Grabbing my feed in piece, hooking it on to my middle finger, which is going to be these two sections that I'm adding that piece to. 1, 2, 3, detangle, stack my fingers, and the last feed in piece, I'm gonna hook it onto my middle finger, and I'm going to braid the rest of the way down. So I like to hold it like this. I'm gonna grab this piece because it's one of the longer ones, and I'm gonna wrap it around my thumb and loosen it a little bit so I could tuck it in, and then I'm going to pull it, and I'm gonna slowly but surely take my thumb out of it, and now it's tied, and that's done. So I'm gonna take this last little piece right here. I'm going to smooth the roots, then I'm going to split it into 3. I'm going to grab the 3 strands, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to braid 1, 2, and you want to twist kind of tight right here to secure the root. And you're going to stack your fingers. You're going to take your feed in piece. You're going to hook it on your middle finger. And you're adding hair to this piece and this piece. And then you're going to braid down 1, 2, 3 times and stack your fingers. You're going to add the next feed in piece to your middle finger, and that's going to add hair to this piece and this piece. You're going to braid down 1, 2, 3 and stack your fingers, so that this tight stacking of the fingers holds everything in place. So you really want to secure your hair as you're going and as you're adding and weave, because if it's not held tightly, it'll unravel. So you're going to hook that next feed in piece on that middle finger, and then braid down 1, 2, 3. Add the next feed in piece, 1, 2, 3, stack, 1, 2, 3, and the last feed in piece, add it into your middle finger, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, braid all the way down. You want to smooth some Shine and Jam on to help blend your hair. And then once you get to the end, you're going to wrap one of the 3 strands around your thumb and your finger. This is just how I tie the knot. If you find an easier way that works for you, of course do that. But this is what works for me. And then I'm going to pull. So what I like to do is go through with some scissors, and I look at the ends. I cut off what looks uneven. If there's like a bunch of knots and stuff like that, I will just cut it out and cut it off. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to go through and even out my ends, cut off any knots and stuff like that that needs to go. I'm going to braid my hair into just 2, and I'm going to dip my ends, and I gotta hurry up and shower and get ready because I'm going to dinner with my friend today. So I'm not gonna show myself cutting this, but I will show you what my braids look like before I go dip them, and then whenever I get back from dipping them, I'll show you what my hair looks like. So my hair is braided. I'm going to go and dip it. I'm not going to dip it all the way up because the length of my natural hair goes down pretty low, so I'm probably going to dip it starting like right here. So yeah, I'm going to go shower real quick, dip my hair, try to get kind of cute, and then I'm going to come back and show you. So I dipped the ends and they're wavy and cute. The point also of me doing so many and doing them so little is so that I could do different parts. So I kind of set it to a middle part, but I almost always wear it like this, or half up, half down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it made sense. I ended up using not even a full 3 packs of weave, and it came with 8 packs. This is only 3 packs of hair. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel tight. I could put this up in a high ponytail right now if I wanted. None of this hurts. Which is why I like to do them small, and I like to do knotless, because I feel like there's just a lot less tension on the hair whenever you do them smaller and whenever you do knotless. This is one of my, if not my top favorite protective style. I'm gonna keep this in for 4 to 6 weeks, and yeah. So throughout the 4 weeks, or the 4 to 6 weeks, I do wash my hair. Honestly, like once. I don't wash my hair a whole lot whenever it's in braids, just because I don't really have time, and the whole point of the protective style for me is to get my hair up and out of the way while I have stuff to do. But I will refresh my hair every day, and I always use rose water just because it's light. It doesn't give me too much buildup, but it will moisturize and keep my hair refreshed. And whenever I am having a lot of frizz or flyaways, I don't feel like I use it a whole lot towards the beginning of my style because it's so fresh. But as I wear it, it does get a little old and a little frizzy, you know? So I will use foam. And this is the Miel Organics, the pomegranate and honey curl defining mousse. I use this on my natural hair whenever I'm styling it and doing twist outs and things like that, but I like to use this foam or this mousse as well on my braids. But yeah, this is how I do my knotless braids. Again, I hope that this video made sense. I will link some other videos below probably that have helped me, and I will link below all products that I use. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.